Hey guys, so we're gonna try a video edition of Charlie's Liveblog Theater. See how this goes. I don't actually have a book for 50 Shades Grey or 50 Shades Darker. I have a PDF that I downloaded illegally. So, unfortunately, I can't throw the book at the wall when it's being ridiculous. But this should still be fun. Mrs. Robinson has come to, talk to Christian. And Christian's getting her a drink. And Anna and Mrs. Robinson are in the kitchen together. And I quote, "Finally, she gives me a small tight smile and approaches the kitchen island and sits on the bar stool at the end. She obviously knows the place well and feels comfortable moving around here." Really? Does it take knowing a place that well to sit down on a stool in the kitchen? It's not like she was blindfolded and perfectly maneuvered throughout the entire apartment. She sat down. Anna, I don't understand why everything is an offense with her or amazing to her. Anna, you don't understand Mrs. Robinson because you don't want to. Everything she's ever done, you are mad about. You have never tried to understand her. Why are you complaining about why you don't understand her? I love how Christian's reaction to Mrs. Robinson being blackmailed is to respond, "Oh, they're only asking for $5,000. That's not a normal response to being blackmailed, even for rich people. Page 201, after Anna has listened to Christian and Mrs. Robinson's conversation, secretly after she said she was leaving the room. This is Anna talking. "I'm not jealous. I'm wounded that he would think that. Or am I? Shit, maybe that's what this is. You don't love her, I'm Sweetheart, you're jealous. It's kind of really obvious. I know you've never felt emotions before, but it's real obvious. You know, Christian, you could be less of a dickwad and not tell Anna that her car is back from being repaired and then immediately tell her she's not allowed to drive it. Christian, you're just getting creepier and creepier by the minute. If you were going to leave your office, let me know. Sawyer was there, watching you. It seems I can't trust you to look after yourself at all. Do not want." You guys, there's a line in this book that describes everything I have ever thought about Christian and Anna's relationship. "Can we ever have a normal conversation without it disintegrating into an argument? It's exhausting." You know what's exhausting? Reading this book. Except I kind of really love making fun of it. See, sometimes there are just these little moments where I think that there's going to be some clarity in Anna's thinking, and then I remember that, no, that will never happen, because she's Anna. Directly after the "we can't have a normal conversation" line, there it continues. "We just don't know each other that well. You know, you're right. You don't. And yet you say you love each other. And it's been like a month that you've known each other? Do I really want to move in with him? I don't even know if I should make him a cup of tea or coffee while he's working. Should I disturb him at all? I have no idea of his likes and dislikes." Well, honey, that is quite a problem. However will you serve your man if you don't know his likes and dislikes? Clearly, you're just doomed. Because you don't have conversations with him about anything other than pointless arguments about everything. Why can't I take a little more pain for my man? That is a line in this book. They're gonna have sex on the piano. 'Cause that's never been done before. I don't care how much satin you're wearing and how well polished your piano is. You would not slide effortlessly up the piano. This is so bad, you guys. I'm not even reading you the actual sex parts because they're just repetitive and boring as fuck. Christian just said he never cries. Who wants to take bets on him crying about his relationship with Anna before the end of this trilogy? Probably before the end of this book. Foreshadowing. Did you seriously just use the line, "Only one place I want to be up right now, Miss Steele"? Really? Your innuendos are really bad, E.L. James. You should work on that. He is so damned happy compared to yesterday's foul mood after Elena left. It's totally disarming. Maybe it's all the sex. Perhaps that's what's making him so buoyant. No, Anna, I don't think it's the sex. Because you guys have sex a lot. And you fight almost as much. I think it's just a coincidence. I'm gonna read you some of their email exchanges because Anna's back at work and therefore that means they're emailing again. Because I feel like you, if you have not read this book, do not fully understand the absurdity that I have to read through. So I'm just gonna share with you. Oops. Okay. Wow. I am reading a PDF and I messed up the pages. Awkward sauce. It starts out innocently enough. From Christian Grey, subject, sunrise. To Anna. I love waking up to you in the morning. Christian Grey, completely and utterly smitten CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. By the way, can we talk about how I don't understand why there are so many words in the title of this company? Do you need Enterprises Holdings, Inc.? Couldn't you just be like Grey Enterprises or Grey Holdings? Like Grey Inc. That one's dumb, but trying too hard. Anyway. From Anna, subject, sundown. Dear completely and utterly smitten, I love waking up to you too. But I love being in bed with you and in elevators and on pianos and billiard tables and boats and desks and showers and bathtubs and strange wooden crosses with shackles and four-poster beds with red satin sheets and boathouses and childhood bedrooms. Yours, sex mad and insatiable, XX. From Christian Grey. Subject, wet hardware. Dear sex mad and insatiable, I've just spat coffee all over my keyboard. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I do admire a woman who concentrates on geography. Am I to infer you just want me for my body? Christian Grey, completely and utterly shocked CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. From Anastasia Steele. Subject, giggling, and wet too. Really? Really? Dear completely and utterly shocked. Always. I have work to do. Stop bothering me. SM ampersand IXX. From Christian. Subject, do I have to? Dear SM and I. As ever, your wish is my command. Love that you are giggling and wet. Laters, baby. X. Christian Grey, completely and utterly smitten, shocked, and spellbound. CEO, Grey Enterprises Holdings, Inc. And it concludes, I put the BlackBerry down and get on with my work. Do you ever do any work, Anna? I love how Christian is complaining about how Anna's boss is a lazy bastard for making her go get lunch for him. She is this guy's personal assistant. Like, that's what she does. That's her job, is to get shit for him. Why does no one understand how anything works in this book? And chapter 12 ends with Anna going into her apartment and Layla, the actually crazy ex-sub, is just casually in her apartment with a gun, as you do. I would keep reading this, but then this video would be intolerably long.